Wind noise seems to be the hallmark of my videos. We are not actually here. In fact, there is no "you are here" on this one. But this is a brief overview. Let's see where we actually are. We are in vintage aircraft. There is the runway over there. There is the runway over there. So we are here somewhere in vintage. Ah, I got you. We are actually here on heavy aircraft parking in Warbirds area. So we are actually on the runway. That makes sense. We're on the runway. Sun and Fun 2022. Standing under the wing of a Grumman Albatross. This is a big seaplane. And there's the entrance over there, and you use the ladder that's stowed in there to get into the airplane. Trying to keep us out of the wind. There are jets and helicopters and a Honda jet in the mix just for fun. Over there were the home builts and the seaplanes and light sport aircraft, light aircraft over there. Aye, aye. And biplanes over here and other things to see down there. A minute ago we were talking about big airplanes. This is a bigger airplane still. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Globemaster or Global Master. Globemaster, I think it is. But it's big. We're gonna walk up to it just to see how big it actually is. I come up to here. That's a big airplane. We should walk onto the big airplane if we're allowed. I mean, we should fly the big airplane if we're allowed. But I don't think that'll happen. Perhaps they will let us walk onto it. It's a big airplane, man.
Pretty big.
I could put my airplane inside this airplane. You could still fly.
Yeah. C5 is bigger than this too, if you can believe it.
What is this? C-17?
Yeah.
Gotcha. How much bigger is the C5?
It's honestly about twice the size.
Good God.
Yeah, there's an upper level to it.
You can stay around. No. Because you're not going to be. You're not going to be part of. No. When our
That's where we started. Now we're into this section. And this is sort of more commercial, where they have airplanes to buy. '2006 amphibious Cessna Caravan. Not the Quest Kodiak. 1.5 million for the Grand Caravan.
Thank you very much for putting up with our sound check. We'll be playing from 6 to 7:30 today, Saturday, and we'll be Friday night at the Club Roast.
We're going to get the seats out of there. We're going to put a wet bar, a putting green. That guy was funny. Must have put a putting green in the airplane. And a Super Cub. Hello. I know how to fly this. What we're looking for To be fair, I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Icon people. Ask them about that incident on the Icon A5 and see if they won't make it good for me. But we're in no rush. We're gonna enjoy our wind noise for a little bit. You just swing your avionics over. Flaps, control yoke, looks different. We could definitely fly this. Probably not much on the GoPro. However, there's a helicopter doing some impossible things right here. It's an upside down helicopter. Since we're on, there's a career fair. There's 4 hangars in a row all selling exciting things.
That is cute.
Plenty to engage you with this one.
IAC members are passionate about aerobatic flying and are dedicated to safely enjoying aerobatics in a spirit of fair play and coordination. IAC chapters throughout the U.S. promote air.
Going on, many things happening. Airplanes taking off and flying by in formation. We got a lift on a golf cart and we're in an entirely new section which I didn't know was here, but I asked if they could bring me somewhere with lots of wind noise. There's ultralights and light sport and more light sport. Very good, thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, I'm walking over. I appreciate that. I accidentally hailed the tram. We're gonna do some welding now.
We got an apron, a welding mask, and some gloves to protect yourself.
I will put that.
nice and tight around your head, whatever feels comfortable. And then just ready to go. I'll just explain a few like safety things to you, so that way we don't blow up anything. So we're going to be using two gases. We have oxygen and acetylene. And so basically we're just mixing them together because we have a really hot flame. And so this, I mean, I can go over the valves and stuff if you want, but really, these are set at certain pressures. The more the pressure, the more violent the flame is, basically. If you hear a loud hissing noise, I'm just going to turn this. That's basically called a backfire. That's just when like the fire goes back to the acetylene tube. But that hasn't happened, so we're good. We'll be okay. So with the so you have your welding, I call it the welding pen. People call it other things. So you have your acetylene, which is red, and oxygen, which is green. And so whenever you turn on the pen, you want to turn it on with acetylene first, which is this. And then whenever you turn it off, you want to close the acetylene first. You do this so in that way, the oxygen, if the acetylene were to go down the oxygen line, this isn't fuel, so it wouldn't blow up. But this is the fuel. So say if the oxygen went around this way while it was on, that would be a backfire that would blow this up. But that won't happen as long as you close this first. But you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it blowing, so it'll be okay. So how you want to turn it on is, you have this, which is, if you've ever been like high school chemistry, it just creates a blend steel. You can pop this down whenever you want. I'm gonna keep mine up so I can talk a little bit. So whenever you turn it on, just turn it on about a quarter of the way.
Gotcha.
Into the acetylene, and then you go and turn right. And you have that. So now you want to adjust it. This is how I adjust it. So right now we don't have any. Let me do this. Usually there'd be a lot of black smoke, and so you want to adjust this to where there's no more black. Oh yeah, see right there?
There it is, yeah.
So you want to add more acetylene until there's no more black smoke. Once that happens, you turn on the oxygen. And you want to do it very slowly. Oh, you're going to get this nice blue flame. We're taking it to neutral. So you see how there's two flames right there? That big one, that light blue one? You want to make it to where they're about even or a little less. There you go. Gotcha. So this would be a nice torch the cutlet or weld. So you want to take your piece, line up. So you have two ways. You have it without this. This is basically a filler rod. And so if you have a gap or something like on that piece over there, you use this to add more filler. Gotcha. So we're going to do it without it real quick, which is a little bit easier. I'm going to do a demonstration. So you want to start it off 90 degrees to the metal to build up a puddle. Once you have that puddle, you want to turn it 45 and then just push the puddle. That's all you're doing. So now I have my puddle, and I go 45 and just push. Now this is a little bit of a hot flame.
You don't want to put too much heat in there.
So you want to go a little bit back.
No, I promise you this one. I got a light for it.
And then once you do it, flip it out, pop it up. And you have a nice glow. And remember, whenever you turn it off, acetylene first, and then on. Now, you can go a lot further than what I did. I just did a little bit just to get a demonstration. Also, you don't want to touch it immediately like I just did. And that's a pretty good weld that I did. I mean, other than, burning the side.
Our shop does have it. It's hard
The handles are pretty good.
Now, George?
Yep. I usually hold it like a pen, but other people like to hold it like that. It's just personal preference. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Handed. But I'll do it right.
Lost that.
Alright, so just, you want to go like you're writing, so you're able to, so if you're right-handed, you want to go this way.
So we're going to turn on the acetylene first.
Yep, acetylene first, do like just like a quarter turn.
And we're going to start this.
Yep, point it that way. Here it is. Stop real quick. Stop. You want to take the acetylene? You want to add some because your torch is really strong right now. So you want to get it to where, remember that black soot?
Yeah, just
Yeah, this is with the acetylene. So I just increased the acetylene. More acetylene, more acetylene with more black soot. So you want to lessen it a little bit. So there's no black soot. And now you do the oxygen, you do it very slowly. And I just want to get to where the two flames match up. Right there. Very small. There you go. That's good. And now you do your will. So remember, 90 degrees. You want to get that smaller as close as possible, but you don't want to touch it. Yeah, that's it. Now you have your puddle, 45. Push the puddle as far as you like. Remember, you want to go get closer and keep it slow. Because you're you want to get a little bit closer?
They give me tasks, I do it, I show them more.
Slow and steady.
Is there anybody who can...
But this is more of a cutting than a welding.
Yeah, acetylene is usually, at least from what I've heard, is more of like a cutter, but it is really nice to weld. It's more for like thinner stuff.
I'm tired of just being a...
So like if you have a really thin sheet of aluminum, this would be pretty good.
This is what you need.
Now to turn this off, it's acetylene first.
Yep, acetylene first, and then off. Don't get it small.
I'd like to see it over by that building.
So this is built up using one of these.
Yeah, that's using the filler rod. We'll use that next. And then you can look over and then see the penetration. When doing it with like one piece, it's kind of like not a whole lot. I mean, at that point you'd be cutting it. But it's pretty good. At that point you got a little bit too hot. With the filler rod, I'll do a little example.
Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right. Here comes Major Fulton and the A-10 Thunderbolt 2. Major Fulton, now position the A-10 for a fast down the show line. 2-for-4, no aileron rolls. The hog ailerons make up almost half the size of this wing. Enabling it to run parallel control buildings at low speed. From the left, Major Fulton and the Gator roll. Major Fulton, preparing to demonstrate slow roll along the show line to display the hog's precise handling characteristics.
Player, home cooking, cook. Whether I can hook you up, I can fix a drink. Mix it on up and get your feeling out.
I got a special thing for these steermans because there's one at the airport where I learned to fly gliders, and that guy spent 10 years of his life restoring it. It was the first time I'd encountered such a thing, but these are beautiful airplanes. And when they restore them, they really do restore them well. Complete with the radial engine. But that's still not what we're looking for. So we will continue our voyaging. Wind noise, so you know it's mine. Airplanes doing whirly twirly things. Pretty cool one.